Hi, and welcome back to Ask a Pennsylvania Dutchman. My name is Chris LaRose, and this here is Douglas Maidenford, our resident Pennsylvania Dutchman. How are you, Doug?
I'm doing A-okay, buddy.
You have anything you want to say or update?
I can't believe we're still making these videos.
I can't believe people are still watching.
The people love us.
Oh, I hope
guess.
so. Yeah. Well, do you have any other questions before we get going?
No, fire away, buddy.
Alright, well, today's question comes in from Ralf Zitzner of Grossniedesheim, Germany.
Germany,
Oh,
coming
yeah.
across the ocean. What's he want?
Ralph says, I have a question about distracted walking. Not being distracted by beautiful women, but by looking at your so-called smartphone. I heard people in the U.S. can get a ticket when they walk and stare at their cell phones. And some people run into lampposts and street signs. Others get run over by cars. I've heard of that stuff too. I do a lot of traveling, and the last time at the airport almost got run over by a guy who was walking and looking at his smartphone. I just should have said to him, "Gewitter donnerwetter noch einmal, pass dich auf, du Nachtkap." But he wouldn't have understood what I was saying, as I was in North Rhine-Westphalia.
So distracted walking.
Distracted walking.
So they have that in Germany too. It's almost like a disease here.
Oh yeah, looking at their brilliant phones.
We have some serious addiction problems, don't we?
Oh yeah.
I've seen it. People walk around, they don't even look where they're going, their face is in their phone, and they just walk. What has happened to us?
Well, I don't know. I'm telling you, every time I see people out in public today, nobody's talking to each other. And I got a buddy who's a tree trimmer, and he says he's outside all day, every day, and he doesn't see kids outside anymore. They're all inside, or they're all on their cell phones.
But don't you think this is a bigger problem if everybody in society just walks wherever they want because their nose is in their phone? Or what's even crazier is people do it while they're driving.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, this is a serious issue. We shouldn't joke about it. But we're going to anyway.
Well, you know how they have laws that they protect you from yourself, kind of like the seatbelt law.
Yeah.
You get a ticket if you don't wear your seatbelt, but in the end, the only person it's going to hurt is you, right?
Yeah.
So I wonder if we need to have a law protecting people from their cell phones.
We'll have, like, if some guy's walking down the street with his face in his phone, the cop can stop him.
Maybe. Or, here's this one. What if, remember those games back in the 80s or 70s or 80s where everybody had a little handle and it goes into a little unit here and there's a light that spins around, and then if you click the button too late, then it shocks the living heck out of you?
Okay.
What if we did that for cell phones, so whenever it rang or you got a text message, it shocks you a little bit?
That's an idea.
Then you bet you leave it all over the place.
I think this, I'm going to use an analogy here, I think. You know, we've used farming analogies before because, you know, Pennsylvania Dutch, that's what we did for hundreds of years. Now, can you imagine if whatever your job was, let's say your job, you're plowing a field. Now, we're talking old school where you're actually working the plow and the horse is in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
The horse is looking where he's going, but you have to look where you're going too because you kind of got to work that plow. If you're just looking down, then what's your plow gonna do? It's gonna go like this, and then you got a road that ain't straight. You gotta go straight. You gotta look where you're going. And isn't that what society is? If society has a place that they're looking, that's where they go to. If we're not looking at anything, then we're not going anywhere.
You know, that kind of reminds me of an old thing that I discovered the other day, that if you want to get somewhere, you gotta look where you want to go.
Isn't that what I just said?
Oh, I know. I just thought I'd say it. I mean,
Yeah. I think it's a serious issue, and I don't know how we stop it. Because the addiction gets worse every year.
Well, if people are looking at their cell phones, that's where they're going to go. You see how people they used to stand up real tall, and now they're going like this all the time, and they're getting all hunchy.
Are we devolving?
Oh, I think so.
Are we going back to our amoeba state?
Well, if you think of this,
yeah.
I was thinking this is a pretty scary thought. This is a real scary thought. Don't think about this too much, or you'll have internal distress for the next couple of weeks. But I was thinking, if they ever, 1,000 years from now, dig up our civilization, try to see what we have,
Yeah.
all they're going to find are a bunch of cell phones and flash drives. And I was thinking, what about all the old slides, like pictures and things like that, or old art? Everything's digital. It's all this digital dust just kind of stuck in these things.
Yeah.
And what if they don't have computers to be able to read that stuff? So then all of our humanity's stuck in here, and they won't figure out how to get it out of there, and then it's going to be lost forever. And so all the things that we spend our times looking down into this thing, they're going to be gone. Isn't that scary, huh?
That's really depressing. This is supposed to be funny.
Well, I know, but truth hurts sometimes. All the funniest stuff scares people.
So you're telling me that if
gotta be scary.
The long-term results of us walking around looking at our phone is that our entire history of humanity will be erased.
Yes. The choice can be made now.
Look up and look on.
But after this video.
Yeah, watch this video. Yeah, if you're watching this video on your phone, look, stop walking, put it away, and then watch it when you're home.
Oh,
we do not promote distracted walking or distracted driving.
No, not at all.
So do that. Then watch it once you're home. But don't walk. Because we're going to make you laugh and then you'll fall into the gutter or something. You'll break your ankle.
And it's hard to walk straight when you're laughing hard.
Gee, something's hard.
You'll walk into stuff from laughing, then walk into stuff because you're looking at your phones. And
it's a curse.
Oh, yeah.
But make it a habit to not do this anymore so that we're looking ahead.
Oh, yeah.
That's my advice. And
if
that's
it works, my family motto, no lie. Forward. Aren't
most mottos more than one word?
Nope. No, this is
not
my
the
mom's.
LaRose one is just...
No, it's my mom's Douglas side, the Scottish side, and it's the Scottish crest, and it says forward. And the idea is you're always looking forward. You don't ever look back. You don't look down. You don't look up. You don't look left. You're always looking that way.
There you go. Live by Chris's family motto.
Forward.
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 Yeah. All right. Well, solve that problem.
Crisis averted, huh?
Crisis averted. Save humanity. Look up.
Yeah.
Hey, you got to keep those...
Our future depends on you.
Yeah, look up.
Look forward.
Yeah. Hey, send those questions in. We love getting them.
Well, now if you think about it, it's kind of an analogy for life. If you're looking forward, you're excited to something, right? You're like, hey, I'm looking forward to blah blah. But if you're looking down, you're like, oh, I'm sad. I bet you this could be a study. Somebody could study this. Is if people who spend their time looking down at their cell phones, I bet you they're probably not as happy as
those
people
studies already exist. It shows that people that spend there's a direct correlation. The amount of time you spend on your device equals a lower sense of happiness. There's studies that prove that.
Oh, wow. A little late in the game there, huh?
No, we're always looking forward.
Always looking forward. That's old news now. What's next?
Keep the questions coming. Look up, look out instead of Don. And we'll come at you again here in a couple of weeks.
All right. Well, I think you heard it from the Dutchman. Anything else, Doug?
Forward.
Mox good.
Mox good. If you have a question, why you have to email us at bustapa@yahoo.com.